Wait! What is the tea? The girls are fighting! No! The girls are fighting! Why? Why?
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come in and run my mouth and talk about the mess. Okay, so this is the issue that we're having. I am out of town with my family. We're doing just a little, little family vacay situation. Um, my ring light just came. I ordered a ring light from Amazing. But baby, I'm just being real lazy right now. So the ring light is literally sitting right beside me in the bed. But I don't feel like setting this up. So I wanted to do it this way. And then maybe the next video, um, we can do a little setup situation. I just feel like, y'all make me feel good sometimes when y'all tell me y'all want to see my face. It makes me feel kind of cutish. I think some of y'all just like to see me be dramatic and make all those faces that Phaedra makes. That's all she give though. I give a little bit more than Phaedra. Um, but no, so in this video, we're just gonna pretend that you're listening to a radio station or listening to a podcast, and that's how we're gonna do this video. Um, I was gonna say the next one too. I don't know. We'll figure it out though. But this is only gonna, if we do it this way, it'll only last for just a couple of more days. And then we'll be back to the original setup once I get back home. All right. So since we got that out of the way, baby, oh baby. Hey, did y'all see Onika? Did y'all see Onika and Des Bryant? Girl, wearing each other low. When I tell you, baby, the way they was dragging each other down to Beyonce's internet, I said, oh my God, Jesus, take the wheel. It was too much. It was too much. It was too much. When I tell you, we're going to get into the mess. I think Nicki met her match. I think Nicki met her match because I think in this scenario, one, can we just be honest and just put it out there? From what I understand about Dez Bryant, his situation ain't squeaky clean. Okay. Um, Now, is it worse than Onika's setup? I don't know. But there are stories of Dez, knocking his mama's head between a washer and a dryer. I don't know. I was not there. But I still believe that, we know the stuff about Nicki and who Nicki has decided to attach herself to, which is Kenneth. But I don't think that anyone has ever who would be considered somewhat of a celebrity, right? Because a lot of people may not know Des Bryant, especially if you're not familiar with um, football, or if you don't watch football, if you don't pay attention to sports. I'm not someone who really pays attention to sports. I know who Des Bryant is. Um, so you may not know who Des Bryant is, but I think this is the first time where someone who has some celebrity attached to their name has really went back and forth with Onika. And I think that makes it sting a little bit more in comparison to like a nobody. Like not to say that we're nobodies, because we're all somebody, but you get what I'm trying to say. We're not celebrities. So what we say on the internet is not probably gonna sting as hard as someone with some celebrity attached to their name, because it's gonna receive more traction. Des Bryant said what he said to Nicki, and girl, it was everywhere. What Des said about Nicki, or what people say about Kenneth, they say it all the time, but it doesn't necessarily make the headlines. However, now you have Des, girl, snatching Nicki up by her pink wig, and Kenneth, and girl, now it's everywhere. So let's just go ahead and get into how all this mess started. And this is according to TMZ, okay? We're gonna also get into some of these tweets. Baby, when I tell you, baby, tell you, yeah, it was a rumble in the jungle, baby. I said, "Oh, Dez is snatching her up, baby." Girl, can I say something? Can I say something? If Dez did knock his mama head between a washer and a dryer, what y'all thought he was gonna do to Nikki? You know what I'm saying? Like, if he did knock his mama head off her shoulders, do you think he give a damn about Nicki Minaj? That's all I'm saying. All right. So this is according to TMZ. Nicki Minaj wants Dad's Bryant to fight hubby, throws down $10 million offer. So Nicki Minaj and Dad's Bryant are throwing punches on social media, and it's getting to the point where it might turn physical in real life. To catch you up to speed, all this stems from the ongoing saga between Dallas Cowboys star Micah Parsons and team owner Jerry Jones over Parsons' new contract. Over the weekend, Jones says he doesn't like dealing with agents during negotiations, citing a bad experience he apparently had with Jay Z while hammering out Des Bryant's deal years ago. This spurred Des and Rock Nation into action, both publicly denying Jerry's allegations. Enter Nicki Minaj, who, despite having no direct ties to the situation, has her own recent beef with Rock Nation, claiming the company owes her money. She replied to one of Dez's posts, claiming she's got plenty of stories about Jay Z and other high-ranking Rock Nation execs, but Dez made it clear he wanted no part of it. Despite Dez's wishes, things went sideways when Nicki brought up his 2012 arrest for allegedly assaulting his mother. Dez clapped back, denying the allegations, and fired back, pointing out Nicki's husband, Kenneth Petty, is a registered SO. Baby. It all came to head when Nicki offered Dez $10 million in cash to fight Kenneth, and Dez quickly responded, telling her to get the money ready because he'll beat up Kenneth right in front of her. Nicki has yet to respond to Dez, but hey, Dez said, "Get the baby, get the money ready. I'll stomp his ass in front of you." But there's no doubt things have spiraled way out of control. All right, y'all. Let's get into some of these tweets. These tweets are a mess. Okay, so I think I have this in the correct order. If not, please forgive me. I don't have every single tweet, but I did my best. Okay, so this is how it started out. Jerry Jones, this is what Dez tweeted. Jerry Jones, I don't think it's smart to mention my name. I kept quiet about a lot of unfair ish on some G ish. We can have story time if that's what we are doing. Okay. And then Nikki replied to Dez because I'm assuming she thought she had a friend in Dez. I'm not sure. Hey, it's Nikki Minaj. How about we play a game? Every time you do a Jerry Jones or NFL story time, I'll do a story time of my own. And then Dez hit back with the eyeball emoji, and also a gift that says, I want to play a game. And then Nikki responded and said, all of my stories will be about Rock Nation, Jay Z, and the alleged racist Desiree Perez, Rock Nation CEO. I hope you fully understand the rules. It's your turn. Now, this is where I believe Dez, once he saw the road that Nicki was going down with, I guess, including Jay Z, he didn't want any parts of it. That's the part where I'm assuming. Y'all correct me in the comment section if that's incorrect. Um, Also, Nicki posted something happened back in 2020, I guess, with Nicki Minaj, I guess Dez Bryant and Meek Mill, um, and she posted something about that. Des Bryant gets blasted by Nicki Minaj fans for jumping in beef with, and she scratched it out. But I think that's Meek Mill. Okay, and then Nikki says it's Miss Petty. This just came across my desk from 2020. I guess you're one of the guinea pigs they've been using to bully people for them. Did you think I came over here to play Tweetsies with your silly ass, sir. See, the problem with people who are always playing is that they think everyone else is playing too. I'd mind my business if I were you. Be blessed. The simple fact that Nicki is bragging about it's Miss Petty. You ought not want to tell nobody your last name is Petty and that your husband is Kenneth Petty. And then for you to say that somebody should mind their business, from what I can tell and from what people are saying on the internet, is that you literally jumped into something that had nothing to do with you. But then you tell Des that he basically should mind his business. Oh, Nika. And then he responded and said, "Go enjoy your day, baby." And then that's when Nikki started to post um, some articles of a piece of an article of Des Bryant being arrested for allegedly um, knocking his mama's head um, between a washer and a dryer. And then she posted a picture. This is not funny. Then she posted a picture of Jackie and Christy. Jackie and Christy. I don't know why I always call Chantel Christy. Jackie and Chantel Christy. And then this is what she had to say. Go beat your mom, and then ask Desiree Perez and Jay-Z why they've allegedly been the vile cunts they've been to so many black people while lining their own pockets and weaponizing racism in order to keep black people blinded from their truth. Why wasn't Desiree Perez pardoned by President Trump publicized to the black community in hip hop culture the way Lil Wayne's was? Did she repay the president for when I say Nicki's going down the hill protecting the nigga? Girl, I ain't. Girl. Anyway, did she repay? Nicki, just ask for your money. Because that's what you, I don't know. I don't know. Did she repay the president for the monumental blessing, or did she portray him the way Jay Z allegedly portrayed the Democratic Party and countless others that he's had business dealings with in the past? On second thought, don't be your mom. I'm sure she loved you once. This tweet is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Anyways, Barb's next hashtag NFL, hashtag Rock Nation, hashtag Bot Nation, hashtag Mom Beater. And baby, this is when it went down. I said, "Oh my God." I said, "Oh girl, oh girl, oh girl, oh girl." Baby, this is when it really went left. I said, "Baby, she got the right one today." If you claim he beat his motherfucking mama, then I don't know what you thought. I don't know what you thought how he was gonna handle you. And then Dad's got his phone and he said, "Say bitch." Oh shit. I said, "Whoa." I said, "Whoa." He said, "Say bitch." I would have died if he would have said, "Say little bitch." But anyway, he didn't say the look. He said, "Say bitch. I didn't go to jail or touch my mama. I was defending myself. I removed her nails from my skin. Folks know I was dealing with some corrupt shit in Dallas. Dallas. Um, I don't get how you can even be on the internet with your husband being a SO. You said we were speaking facts, weird hoe. So come on." I said, "Baby." I said, "Baby, the devil is busy." Baby, I said, "This man just cussed this lady out all over the internet." And then she posted, "I'm so happy you brought this up. I'll give you 10 million in cash if you'd come and fight him since you beat your own mom. He was lied on 31 years ago while both of them were 16, and there's proof. That's why they couldn't get that money they desperately needed and sued for. Now, you, on the other hand, was beating your mother as an adult. Bigfoot has a brand new weird case as an adult. Jay-Z dodging a paternity test that could prove he effed a teen as an adult." Garnica said he was lied on, y'all. Did they lie on him when they say he also girl unalive somebody? So everybody just lying on Kenneth. Cause TMZ had an article out that said, "Girl, he pop out somebody." So Jennifer lying and other people lying. Okay. I do believe this though. Nicki does believe that people are scared of her. And I think that Nicki believes that people are scared of Kenneth. Can we say something? Girl, nobody's scared that Kenneth is gonna whoop their ass. They're scared that Kenneth might kill them. I ain't never heard no stories of Kenneth whooping ass. I have heard of Kenneth taking somebody's life. There's a difference. So unless Kenneth is gonna bring a gun to the fight, then I think that's the only reason why people would be scared. Why would Dez be scared of Kenneth? Kenneth is a killer. Now I don't know if he's a fighter. Desiree Perez beating her daughter and calling her black son-in-law. Uh, if she put the N word with a hard ER, with the hard with the hard R as an adult. Falsely had her own daughter institutionalized as an adult. Lied and said her child was on drugs as an adult. This tweet is alleged for entertainment purposes only. As a matter of fact, let me go call President Trump and ask for a pardon like Desiree Perez did. Next, I'll go into the casino stuff. Hashtag mommy beater, hashtag mom beater, hashtag rock nation, hashtag bot nation, hashtag twat nation. Dad's Bryant's booty hole allegedly leaks as an adult. Should I start my own story times now? And then he responded and put, I've been lied on my whole career, so I'm not trying to hear all that shit. I thought we were speaking facts. I don't play all that funny shit. So go get that $10 million in cash. I'll stomp that nigga out right in front of you. And his rock is in his rock for life, bitch. Girl. And I don't think Nicki responded after that, baby. Because quiet as this cup, girl, if you giving out $10 million, girl, I'll go fight. Girl, I'll go fight Kenneth my goddamn self. But 10 million, girl, just send me the address. Matter of fact, girl, I'm gonna meet you. I'm gonna meet you in front of a schoolhouse. And then Des responded to someone in the comments section, not the comments on Twitter. I'm not trying to hear all that victim shit. She came at me. I wished her well and gave her respect. I was standing up for myself whenever Jerry spoke my name. I never mentioned her or Rock Nation. She decided to ride that wave. F all of that. I'm about to tell Cardi B on her.
Now, why am I in it?
And you could have did
Now,
it
see
the
how I
second
get
one
drawn
too.
into stuff? I ain't even did nothing.
Nicki is gonna always lose the battle because Nicki has decided to sit over there, marry and procreate with a man who was convicted of R word and girl, he unalived somebody. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Now again, from what I understand, Dez is a mess too. The stories we've heard about him. So this is just two people who a mess who has mess attached to their names going back and forth. But I do think Dez won though. I think Dez won the dragon. Who y'all think won? I'm gonna give it to Dez, baby. I'm gonna give it to Dez. 1 for Dez, 0 for Nicki, baby. And then someone responded, Nicki was actually trying to defend your CTE head ass. You should be happy someone is going through a similar situation defending your ass. And then he said she wasn't defending shit. She was inserting herself. She had no reason even mentioning me. That's what I'm saying. I'm with that. Like I don't know why Nicki just saw something that was happening, and she got that beef with Rock Nation, Jay-Z, the NFL, whatever. And I still don't know why would Nicki feel the need to jump into some shit that didn't have anything to do with her. And then Dez came back and apologized and said, I'm not in the sphere of people crashing out on the internet. I don't bother people. I never do. I was just posting about my son. I let the devil win that time. I apologize to the kids who follow me because I care about setting the right example more than you know. By the way, whenever people bring up my past, and I want everyone to stop and think for 5 minutes, you can make it through anything you put your mind to, no matter how big the battle is. No excuses. And that's all really I have about the whole Dez and Nicki, um, you know, fight. All right, well, y'all let me know what y'all think. Who do y'all think won the battle, Dez or Nicki? I'm gonna give it to Dez. I'm gonna give it to Dez on this one. Nicki, are you still gonna meet up? If you still gonna, are you still gonna have Kenneth meet up with Dez to see who gonna who gonna do the stomping? I think Dez might take Kenneth unless Kenneth bring a gun. Then at that point, girl, we know who gonna lose. Anyways, shout out to Onika. Shout out to Dez. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Bye, y'all.